Tanner, Tech Tanner, Tech Tanner, Tanner, Tech Tanner, Tech Tanner. Hello, this is Tanner Tech. And today I'm going to be showing you how to fix an old Kenmore type dryer. Now, a friend recently asked me if I could fix their dryer, which hasn't been working for a while. So, I said yes. And today I'm going to be showing you how I fixed this broken dryer. So, let's get started. Now for the issue with this dryer. So as you can see, when it is plugged in and the timer is set, and I press start, as you can see, nothing happens. So let's fix this. The first step is to unplug the dryer because you don't want to be shocked by 240 volts. You will then need to remove the back. You can do this with a socket wrench. Now there will be many different bolts going along the edge, which are holding metal pieces to this dryer. You can start by opening up the control panel to reveal all the wires inside. It is also a good idea to remove the dryer lint collector, so that way you can have access to everything inside here without many obstructions. Now, if you're lucky, then you'll find a schematic inside the dryer that shows all the different wiring colors and all the different parts of the dryer. This is a very good help for determining the problem. Now, inside your dryer, there are two main components that may cause the issue that makes your dryer not able to start. So, the first problem could be the door switch, and this is the most common problem and the most easily fixed problem. This problem arises when the door switch back here fails to turn on, and it makes your dryer not able to turn on. This could be easily tested by bypassing that little connector with a piece of wire. Now, if your dryer still doesn't start, then it may be the other problem. This problem would be this thermal fuse shown on the schematic, especially since it says non-resettable. That means when the dryer gets too hot, then this fuse will trip and it won't be able to be reset. So we're going to find this thermal fuse and try to find the cause of it tripping. Now, as you can see on the schematic, there are two blue wires connecting the thermal fuse to the motor and to the rest of the dryer. You can then follow the thermal fuse from the dryer motor all the way up this bunch of wires and to the thermal fuse that's at fault. So after unhooking both blue wires from this thermal fuse, you can now test its continuity. I did this using my multimeter. As you can see, when I hook it up to these two contacts in the thermal fuse, it shows that it's open, which means this thermal fuse has been tripped. Now, this excessive buildup of heat that caused the thermal fuse to trip could have been caused by an excess of dust inside this lint collector. Now, the normal lint collector slides in through here and collects the lint, but sometimes not all the lint makes it through into the lint collector and gets stuck at the bottom, which causes not enough airflow out of the dryer, which causes it to overheat. It could also be caused by a clogged lint pipe. So now to fixing this issue. So what I'll do is I'll take the two wires, and as you can see I've already cut off the clips that attach them to the thermal fuse, and I will strip them with some wire strippers. Once the wires are stripped, they can be tied together and electrical taped. Now the reason I'm just tying them together right now is because I don't have any wire nuts. So once the thermal fuse has been shorted, as you can see with the electrical tape, I can now plug in the dryer and turn it on. And as you can see, the dryer works perfectly. Now I'm going to leave this thermal fuse permanently bypassed because I don't think there's going to be a need to connect it to the two wires anymore. Okay, so now after everything's all fixed up, it's time to put the dryer back together so it can be used again. So after the back has been reattached, you can now start to reattach the back of the control board. Now, after setting the dryer back, plugging it in, turning on the knob, and pressing the start button, the dryer functions perfectly. So, there you go. That is how to fix a dryer, so that way it will work again. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.